All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the New England Patriots and the Jacksonville Jaguars. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. Here we go, here we go. 11.
To throw on 2nd down is Luck. A dump down to McKinnon. And he goes out right around the 39. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
To throw is Luck. The Pats are going to get there, and down he goes.
You guys are going to advance in these playoffs. They're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Fielded at the 20. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Patriots take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Running right, here's Falk. Room to run past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
56. Lucky 56.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. Fights off the defender. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they try the right side here. A beautiful spin and room to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
We got 3. 11B.
Here's a give to Fournette. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Luck. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Great. Go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this will be taken at the 13. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Finding some room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here we go now.
Now a handoff looking right. There he goes inside the 30, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
675. 627.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Sua Craven's up to make the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the 50, it's Lump. And the grab by Croft. He's still barreling through. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
You're right. Hey, you need...
They go play action here on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
12.
Second and 10, Luck again. Now a hit and Luck lost the football. It's out alongside. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Love. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
All right, here we go. 319! 319! Watching that, Barney!
Now P. Ryan. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw right side complete to Carter. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The Patriots send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there, 98 yards, and the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Patriots coming out now. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He's going to air one out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Leonard Fournette. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now Locke, and it's complete to Croft. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Now Fournette. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On second down, here's Love. Escaping the pressure right. He can't get him down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3.
11.
A shotgun snap for Love. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now they try the right side here. And he's got some space here. It's a foot race. The 40. Past the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. And he knocks it through. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Locke. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They'll run it here with P-Ryan. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Patriots into the red. 1st and goal from about the 9.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out come the Jags. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you...
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. Returnable here for Davis. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Able to avoid him at the 40. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hey, Steve, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety creeping. Leopard. Leopard.
Now a carry for Pirine. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, here's Pirine. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there? and make a play on the ball.
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Hot. Hot. Hot.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Luck. Able to get away. Able to shake him off. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Locke. Looking long for Westbrook. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark from 19 yards away. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Here's Luck. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Returnable here for Davis. Able to spin free. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Detroit!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football.
Detroit!
Why?
Detroit!
He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
Gone!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Malik Jackson with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Play there, 53 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And he's got it up and through. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
12.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Zach Cunningham with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken. Defense.
Here's Pirine. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll go to P-Rod, try to pound it in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great play there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Jerick McKinnon now to return. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Now a 1st down throw. Locke. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Monday.
To throw is Locke. Flush to his right. Completes it to Lee. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun, Locke. Flushed out right. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
3rd and long, it's Locke. Open man is Westbrook, complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Luck now. 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now it's Locke. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Locke. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Luck now to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is secured by the Patriots. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number empirical.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now defensively they're going to burn their 1st timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left. This is caught at the 20. And they do finally get him at the 12. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. They'll run again with P-Ryan. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
He's going to let it fly. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. On 1st and 10, Locke. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out, and the Patriots have it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good.
7 on 1st and 10. The drive starts with a handoff to Piron. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. He said they were poised to make a deep run in the playoffs this season, and it's off to a terrific start with a win here.
And once you get to the second round of the playoffs, your goals have been met in a big way, and now you can start to think even bigger.